Well, hello everybody! Welcome to Monday and welcome to day 15 of Poems with PJ. Who'd have thought we'd ever get to day 15? 15 days of awesome poems from you, 15 days of awesome poems from amazing poets, and a load of poems from me as well. All of that stuff coming together, and we are sharing this everywhere that we possibly can. I cannot believe how well we did on Friday with everybody sharing, having watch parties, telling all of their friends. We had so many suggestions. We had hundreds and hundreds of suggestions of ideas that we could put into our poem. And of course, we wrote that brand new poem together. The best thing about that on Friday is that so many of you have now got in contact and said, I've written my own poem because of that. I finished the poem off, or I've written something new. Please do carry on sending us those poems. It's been lovely to read them. We're going to share 4 of them. 4! I've got to fit 4 poems into today's show. And we're going to be doing that a little later on. Please do carry on sending them to pauljenkinspoet@gmail.com. And please carry on sharing these broadcasts every single day, and we'll get loads and loads of people all over the country sharing their poems. Now, today we have one from me, one from a famous poet, 4 from you, and then a brand new thing to go into our background up here to see what it is. I wonder what it could be. I can see it down here. It looks pretty rawsome. That's a clue about what it's going to be later on. But for now, what we are going to do is we're going to share our first poem of the day. And this one is all about the register at school, because I remember when I was young, right, I can remember everybody who used to sit next to me at school. On my table, okay, I had Carrie Greenland and Darren Flack and Karen Wood and Lisa Upson. All of them used to sit near me in school. And that happened years and years and years and years and years and years and a lot of years ago. And I can still remember that even now. And I'm sure some of the people that you sit with in your classes at school, in years to come, you will still remember their names. But how will you remember them? Well, this poem is called Things I Know About Our Class, and it's all about all the different people that come together to make up one class. It's easy to remember everyone in our class. Dylan's got a blue car. Sophie's got a horse. Danny's dad has bought a house that's next to the golf course. Deepak comes by bus to school. Sarah lives next door. Billy's nan works hard down at the Asda Superstore. Darren's good at football. Annie collects shoes. Petra is from Latvia and she speaks some Russian too. Katija is on holiday. I don't remember where. Shelby's got a ribbon that her mum puts in her hair. Josh's dad has tattoos that go right up to his chin. Poppy's brother, in year 4, has sweets that he brings in. Reuben's got 9 fingers, and it's always been that way. Gemma's mum and dad are getting married when it's May. Caris and her sister go to majorettes in town. Zane is always being told to stop being a clown. Jordan's on the red face all the time when he's in school. Demi almost nearly drowned when we went to the pool. Timmy's always talking. Tony never speaks. Ledley broke his leg and's got a pot for 6 whole weeks. There's one more left. Your poet, ready with a rhyme or 3. Sometimes I get to thinking, how do they remember me? And I wonder how everybody does remember each other. Maybe you can have a think about all the people that you go to school with usually and think, I wonder how those people will be remembered. Maybe there's just like one thing you can remember about each person in your class. And that'll be lovely because then we can have all those memories building up. And then when you get back to school, you'll be able to say, I remembered you because you used to wear blue shoes. Or I remember you because you used to play really good football games in the playground. There's all sorts of things that we can remember people by. Okay, well that was called Things That I Know About Our Class. And I was searching through today, and I was searching through for a poem that would really make me smile. I was looking for something by a famous poet that would make me smile. Now, I went back to my Michael Rosen's A to Z of poetry today. Now, you've probably seen this book before on previous days. I also want to give a big shout out at the moment to Michael Rosen. Michael Rosen is, at the moment, he's not very well. He's in hospital, and he's a fantastic poet, and he brought this collection of poems together. So we're going to say a massive hello and a massive get well soon to Michael Rosen, all right? And we're going to keep sharing as many poems as we can. And when he comes out of hospital, I'm hoping that he's going to be able to see all of the brilliant wishes that we're sending him. Now, in his book, he's got a poem which I thought would be perfect for me today. It was from a person called Tony Mitten. Right? Tony Mitten is a fantastic poet. He's got lots of poems inside this anthology of poems. An anthology is when you collect all of the best poems together. And Michael Rosen got all of the poets together and said, can I have this one and this one and this one? And this is the one he chose by Tony Mitten. And it's just called My Hat, which is perfect for me. Here's my hat. It holds my head. The thoughts I've had and the things I've read. It keeps out the wind. It keeps off the rain. It hugs my hair and it warms my brain. There's me below it, the sky above it. It's my lid and I love it. There you go, that's My Hat, and that's by Tony Mitten. And if you get the chance to have a look through this book, Michael Rosen's A to Z of poetry, of children's poetry, the best children's poetry from Agar to Zephaniah. And it's absolutely packed with poems all the way through. And it's one of my favourite books to come back to with children's poetry. Now, talking of children's poetry, that's the bit that's the most important part of our show every single day. And you have been sending in so many of your poems. We've got 4 of them this afternoon. And the first one is by Kian. Now, Kian, hello Kian, how are you doing? Kian's 9, and he wrote a weather report, just like those people who are on the television, and they'll stand there and go, well, today it's going to be cloudy in the north and rainy in the south. And sometimes it'll be sunny in Northern Ireland and windy down in Wales. Well, today, Kian has written today's weather, and it's about how the weather changes all the way through the week. Today is a good day. Today is spring. So I got out some paper and I wrote in ink. Today it's cloudy with a bit of sun. Sometimes it's rainy and sometimes there's none. With bluebirds singing and robins chirping, the waves are big, ready for surfing, and the town is quiet and the schools are closed. Today is a great day to relax and doze. I hope you enjoyed my poem. Back to the lockdown for me. Daydreaming of family and friends, of who I would love to see. And that was lovely. And what I liked about that poem is that it started off as a weather report, but then it turned into a bit of a life report, didn't it? Everything that was happening, it wasn't just reporting on what was going on outside, but also what was going on inside as well. That was a really clever poem, Key, and well done. You must have worked really hard on that. And I love the rhyming as well. Now, talking of rhyming, we've got some brilliant poems that you've sent us. And as usual, you started to send us some of your pictures as well. Now, this first one is by Eliza with pictures. All right. And I'm going to show you because there's 2 pictures here. There's one of a zoo. Okay. And there's another one just below it of a monkey. Right, behaving, I think, quite naughtily in a tree. And so, we're going to have a look at her poem first of all. And this one's called A Party in the Zoo. Have you ever wondered about the animals in the zoo? And what they are doing when they can't see you? There's a party in their playground. So come and join in too. There are happy hoppy hippos, jumping giraffes and pippy poppy penguins diving with a splash. There's an ever so cheeky elephant and a mischievous monkey too. And a stickly tortoise playing with you. So while we're all home and quiet, don't feel blue. Remember the party happening at the zoo. I love that. I love the idea that while we're at home, the animals at the zoo are having a party. I imagine they've got party hats and streamers and balloons and all sorts of other things. I actually saw online the other day that some of the zoos up and down the country are doing special videos where the zookeepers, who are carrying on going to work and looking after the animals every day, they're doing videos. I took a tour of Chester Zoo the other day. It was amazing. I got to see the giraffes and I got to see all of the other animals, all of them, and just learn about all of what they're doing every day. It may be something you can do during the day as well. Well, thank you, Eliza. That was a brilliant, brilliant poem all about the zoo. We've got another one about animals coming in a little while. Before we do that, we've got one about one of the lessons that you've been doing every day. Because I know it's not just you've been busy writing or drawing pictures. Some of you as well have been doing PE lessons in the morning, but doing them in your houses, in your living rooms, which was a bit strange to start with. But some of you have been also doing that and doing pictures of that as well. This picture came in from Florence. Now, Florence, that is an absolutely brilliant picture of you and possibly your mum, I'm not sure, stretching, and your cat is joining in as well. All right, that is an absolutely fantastic picture. And that will definitely, with the others, that will be going up here on our gallery. And you've also written a poem to go alongside that as well. And so this one is just called Exercise is Great. Exercise is really great. Do it on your own or with your mate. Bounce and stretch up to the sky and race around like you can fly. Wonderful, fantastic, amazing PE. Come and join in these moves with me. Run and run and run and run. Just get fit and have some fun. If you follow my advice, you'll feel really nice. When you keep doing this PE, you'll get fueled with energy. And when you finish, you will grin and feel like you can do anything. So let's run and run and run and run. Just get fit and have some fun. And it definitely looks like you, Florence, are having fun in this picture, right? And especially, I love the grin on your cat's face as well. Your cat is looking like it is a very chubby cat, and it looks like your cat needs to do some exercise as well, just like our cat eats too many biscuits. All right, now that's going to go up on our wall. And then our last poem of the afternoon, another animals poem. We had so many animals poems coming in. We've even got some left over for tomorrow. There's a special one about a purple unicorn coming tomorrow. All right, you'll have to listen to that one. Now this one, coming back to our weather idea that Kian had earlier, this is called Springtime. And Annie has done this poem, and she has done some absolutely fantastic pictures here. There's one of them that's of a forest, it looks like, or a wood with some animals playing in the wood, and there's lots of flowers coming there, and there's a beautiful animal who looks like it's giving everybody a wave from down there. Now, we'll have to find out from the poem about what those animals are. Here is the springtime, underneath the blue. The animals are having parties. What about you? Swirling, singing squirrels do a groovy dance. Funky, funky foxes leap and sway and prance. Down in the forest, in the middle of spring, you can hear the fairies going ting-a-ling-a-ling. Dilly-dolly daffodils shining like the sun. Pretty posy pansies are having some fun. Welcome to the woodland, sheltered by the trees. Every cosy creature can feel the happy breeze. So close your eyes and don't you peep. You can go too, in the middle of your sleep. So maybe you could do that tonight when you go to sleep this evening. Go to sleep and think about all those animals having a party in the forest, and then maybe you can get transported to that magical world as well. Oh, well, Annie, that is absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm going to cut out those pictures. The same for Eliza's and Florence's. I'm going to put those up on the wall into our gallery up there. And thank you so much, everybody, for sending us your poems. It really does make my day when we get emails in and we see all of the brilliant creative work that you're doing. Remember, send them to pauljenkinspoet@gmail.com and we'll try and get them on the show every single day. Now, this is the bit that you've all been waiting for. You want to know what our rawsome thing is. Hold on a minute. Oh, yes, indeed. Today is a Tiger Day. Now, your grown-ups have also been sending us poems, right? And we know that there is a program that grown-ups have been watching all about tigers. And actually, it wasn't a very nice thing to watch because it was about sometimes tigers get kept in cages that are too small for them to live in, and the tigers don't get treated very well. And in fact, in some places, people keep tigers in their houses. I know, I was shocked as well, Mr. Tiger. He's not just any tiger, by the way. His name is Tag. He's our tiger that usually lives upstairs. Tag was one at the fair, weren't you, Tag? Yes, I was one at the fair. And the reason he's called Tag is because he had a tag on his leg and it took us ages to get the tag off. And so we decided to call him Tag. Well, I wrote a poem for Tag and for all the tigers out there that might be stuck in houses. Because I don't think that a tiger in a house is a very good thing. And so I'm going to put the tiger down here and we're going to read this poem called Do Not. Oh, it's called Advice About Tigers. And the first line goes like this. Do not keep a tiger in your house. You can have a little pussycat, or maybe have a dog, a goldfish, or a snake perhaps. Perhaps you'd like a frog, a guinea pig, a hamster, a rabbit, or a mouse. But please, my friend, do not keep a tiger in your house. But they're so cute, I hear you say, when they are little cubs. We'd wrestle on the carpet and I'd give it tummy rubs. But tigers grow their paws and claws. So friends, don't be a louse. My advice? Do not keep a tiger in your house. As tigers live in jungles, not at number 23. They tend to eat quite meaty stuff. And that means you and me. They're powerful. They're beautiful. But come on, use your nous. It's simple, people. Do not keep a tiger in your house. So Tag is now going to go up here with all of our other animals, with Mickey Mouse and the dinosaur and our soldier there and our dog and our penguin and our unicorn, all of the other things. We're going to keep them all together. Tag, are you happy about being up there? We are going to keep a tiger in our house, but only a soft toy one. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in today. As I said, tomorrow we will be sharing more of your poems, and we've had a few in already. We'd have loads more in by the end of today, I'm sure. And tune in every day. Send your poems to pauljenkinspoet@gmail.com. Carry on staying safe, everybody, and we will see you at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Bye-bye.